Genie grind and watch him get rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie went and made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucker gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit but feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,
Hello world, I'm What If Studier, and today we are doing What If Deku was Ash from Evil Dead. We start out with 14-year-old Deku going out to Mountain Villa with his girlfriend, with his parents following behind, as their car had been totaled by something before. And also his girlfriend has a float quirk, which allows them to float over the mountain, but only 2 people. She'll come back for them, and then tomorrow, once they get a new ride to get over the mountain. He lands with her inside the outside of the sort of what was it? That creepy house. I forgot what it was named, but it was something. Anyways, they go inside. Of course, all the events that happened to Ash transpire here too, where she accidentally reads not accidentally, definitely purposely, reads the Necronomicon and summons demons from other worlds. Suddenly she gets taken over and starts attacking Deku, basically, almost killing him. Once he kills her and buries her in the backyard, she gets up again, this time actually inhabiting his hand. Inhabiting his hand, he has to go over and slice it off inside of a tool shed that he found. Having to run around and chase the hand around, trying to kill it, it hides itself into a nook and cranny in the freaking house. His family finally gets there, and he's now defending the house, almost shoots them. They realize that he's under a lot of pressure and ask him what's wrong. Then his dad gets stabbed through the back. His mother also is terrified, runs through the house as he fights off his own girlfriend. Finally taking her out with a final blow to the head, taking out the chainsaw and shoving it into her stomach and ripping her in half with it. The blood sheds everywhere, however, he's still smiling somehow. He's sort of gone insane over these times, but not quite insane as you think. It would seem that his own whimsical sort of nature has gone through all this. His mother, of course, going almost insane, almost gets inhabited by the demons until he slaps her out of it. Suddenly the basement starts knocking as there's a witch in there, wanting to eat her whole. As she drags his mother down into the basement, he chases after. The witch has inhabited her body and made it her own, fighting Deku in a battle to the death. Deku actually is having a little bit of fun. He might admit a little bit. He might be a little bit insane. He slices off her head after a really bloody battle, and that concludes that. The police show up the next day, picking him up and putting him in their car as he is covered and drenched in blood, as he had just murdered so many people, and he, with a little bit of smirk on his face, because he feels pretty cocky from what he had just done. They start to think that he's insane and also think that he's the villain. The next day he goes on to a TV show where they just basically interview him about the whole murder and stuff. They're like, this might be like sensitive for you, and he's like, no, not at all, I had tons of fun. They're like, fun? You had fun? He's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? They're like, does this guy have like an adrenaline quirk or whatever? And they're like, no. And they're like, oh my god. Everybody thinks that he's the murderer. So he starts this, he feels pretty bad about this. This is hurting his little heart about, being villainized in the media. So he sort of wants to become a hero in their eyes. So he goes and seeks out a way to become a hero. So he goes to the hero agency, asking if he could just become one right now. Demanding it, actually, and shoving his freaking chainsaw hand down on the desk while trying to talk and freaking out the desk maid. But All Might comes out randomly, who he has zero clue who that is. Young one, you'll have to go to the exam to get into UA. And he's like, fine. I'll do it anyways. Am I allowed to take my shotgun and my chainsaw, by the way? They're like, you're gonna be fighting robots, so yeah, I guess so. All Might's like, He has a what? As he just walks out the door, he's like, I worry for that child. As he goes to the, UA kind of thing after hunting some monsters on the side, having his fun with his new toys. He enters the thing, fails the written test instantly, but gets to go to the physical exam anyways because they just assume they know him from the media and know that if they let him out into the city once again, he's going to be arrested for murder. So, going into the frickin' exam, he's starting to make a lot of friends with everybody there. His cocky attitude and sort of suave way of carrying himself really attracts all the ladies. So, he starts talking a lot, and soon that talking gets everybody buzzing about the murderer that's now in their freaking thing. Getting Bakugo all riled up again. I swear, every single time. This dude, he will never stay in his own business. He will always be mad. So basically Bakugo picks a fight with him. Deku asks if he can have his self-made, Bakugo makes fun of his hand being chopped off. Deku asks for his sort of set. How do you say? His set of stuff. Suddenly a desk rolls out with his shotgun and his chainsaw as he swiftly puts on the chainsaw real quick and shoves it right between, his neck. Freaking Bakugo's real intimidating. Like, he's like, let's just have a good time, all right? And then it says, go! And he's like, hell yeah! And he grabs the shotgun. They're like, wait, no, that's actual shotgun bullets. He's like, I don't care. He just keeps on going. Bakugo's like, he will not beat me! As he starts blasting off. And Bakugo's not even supposed to be in that sort of place. So, they're all chasing after them. So basically, everybody's chasing after these two guys as they're just basically slicing through all their opponents and blasting off every single thing that they see. They stay equal in sort of their killing spree until Bakugo gets punched by the zero-pointer, which then he bursts straight through, unleashing a gigantic pulse wave of rage, which Deku responds in kind, sort of, jumping up at one of them, unloading 2 shotgun shells in its face, attracting its attention, and shoving his chainsaw hand straight through the hole that he had just bursted through its head. Slicing downwards, he slices its head in half. However, he has to land. Now, he's falling really fast, and then Uraka stops him from falling. He just floats there like, and just throws up immediately. She's disgusted by this and lets him go, and he falls straight onto the throw-up. He's drenched in it now, as he picks himself back up, recomposing himself, and says, oh, thank you for saving me. Let me kiss your hand as a show of, appreciation, or a hug. And she's like, how about not a hug? How about just thank you? And he's like, well, thank you. As he gets crushed by as he gets punched by one of the zero-pointers across, and he just flies into a into a wall, just almost breaking a few bones. But he's a pretty sturdy guy, all right? And now that he is sort of gets this into his head, it activates his quirk, his hidden quirk, adrenaline. So he picks himself back up, surprising everybody, as he looks back up to it. He's like, all right, you want to do that? As he grins real hard. He dashes right back at it, slicing off its leg, revving up his chainsaw even more. How about on this for size? As its foot comes right out from under it, it falls straight down onto its chainsaw as he rips it straight through its head, destroying the inside of it. It explodes right next to him, and he walks away like a badass without even realizing it, as all the adrenaline in his veins is like making him not even realize where he is. He calms down as they say that the thing is over, and he calms down. She says, that was crazy. Who are you, by the way? He's like, I'm Ash. How you doing? And he's like, you want to go out now sometime? How about wash yourself off first? Then I'll consider it. He's like, gotcha. Right. Wait, I have throw up on me? He just realizes that slowly as she walks away. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm actually really happy about this one because I've been a fan of Evil Dead for years. I mean, I'm so proud to do this and stuff, and to have you watch it is just a dream come true to me. Be sure to like it. I guess you can if you want to. I'm not going to force you to. Alright, play the outro!
Genie grind, I wish I'm getting rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie when I made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fuck you gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up a hit up for that one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100,